Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's Wednesday, which means it's brand new comic book day, and in my hands is one of those releases. It's A Lonely Receiver, number 3 from AfterShock Comics. Interesting series that's been growing on me with every single issue. So it's written by Zac Thompson, art by Hickman, Simon Bowland is the letterer. So this series is about a woman named Catrin who has an AI lover relationship, whatever you want to call it, and the AI decides to bolt one day, and she just slowly loses her mind over being rejected and this AI leaving. And what's so interesting is, as the series goes, like the first issue happened, I was kind of like, I'm not quite sure exactly what this series is about, and then the second issue came out, and I think I have a little bit clearer, and this third issue is really making it clear. Like, this is some straight up, like, single white female horror relationship series with a tech and future twist. This is, I would go with the premise of the series, to me, is a psychological, like, breakdown of someone whose life has been tied into someone else, so much, and what happens when that significant other leaves. And Catrin it goes just batshit insane. Let's go with that. Meets another woman, and of course immediately falls in love with her, and we know how well that goes for those who've experienced that. This is just like a devolving into madness. And of course there's the question is this really her? Is it the tech implants that she has that's kind of driving her insane? There's still a lot of question when it comes to that, but like this is some very much like American Psycho, psychological horror stuff, and really something like I don't think I've read too often in comics. So very unique in that way, and standing out because of it. And I gotta admit, like the more I'm reading the series, the more I'm really digging it. And part of me wishes it was more, it was a graphic novel, and that I could just kind of go through it and really experience it. Because honestly, if I wasn't getting the review copies, the physical review copies, I might have skipped the second and third issue after reading the first. The first was good, but wasn't necessarily something that like really jumped out at me. I was kind of intrigued by it, but I was just a little confused. And then that second one really started to hook me, and I kind of understood it. So just for me personally, like I might prefer it a little bit as a graphic novel, and reading it as one read. But like, now that the 3 issues are out, try to go get the first, second, and third issue if this concept intrigues you. Because reading them clearly is like that, you're going into that spiral with the main character, which is really, really interesting. The thing that also stands out about this issue is that there's some artistical choices that at first I was going to question in this video, and being like, this seems like a really just an odd thing, and it feels like a mistake. But as the issue progressed and the madness and the spiral started really taking place, it's a small little thing that it's clearly done on purpose because it's happened multiple times. So I don't want to like ruin it at all, but there is something visually that I personally thought was an artistical mistake, and to me that's kind of intriguing and really interesting. So, I mean, this is like that, going into insanity sort of thing. Like American Psycho, I think right now is kind of the best way to describe it. Like that really kind of has a feeling to me about it. It's not to the point where, she's butchering people and listening to Huey Lewis, but you can easily see it going in that direction, or going like Misery and her kidnapping someone and smashing their legs. Like, it's that sort of just going off the deep end. So it's a very, I think, unique, interesting series. I'm liking it. The story to me is really starting to hook me, and it's a story that would be fascinating to watch as a film and it being acted out, or even as a play. Play would actually be really cool. The art I like, as I said, like there was something about the art. There's something that happens. I don't want to describe it, that I actually thought was a mistake, and it clearly isn't. The other thing I really like in the pages I just kind of showed off is you can see Catrin, like her mental health devolving as she's kind of falling more into this relationship. Again, like small little things that I think are really interesting, like just the junk on the floor, you can see getting worse and worse and progressively more more troublesome as it goes on, which I think is a small, subtle thing, but really smart. Really, really smart to put in, and it adds a lot to the story. And you can see it really... Yeah, I think this is the page I did show off. You can see in these two panels, like, a lot of the dirt and the grime, the junk just piled up. So clearly, like, her mental state is not helping her take care of herself physically, and girl's losing it. You need someone to talk to. Get on and start talking to someone. So yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting series. Very psychological horror, and I'm digging it more and more. This is seriously a comic that's grown on. I've grown into and appreciating it, and this is, you know, the type of thing I like having the site around for, because I get to discover and find out about comics I might not normally check out, and at times kind of, I would say, forced into, but like feel obligated to check out a comic that I might not normally check out because, you know, you get a physical copy. So yeah, this is actually a pretty cool series. Like, if you like psychological horror, single white female, American Psycho, that sort of stuff, this is definitely for you. So stick with it. First 3 issues are out. You know, go start with the first issue and go from there. I think it's a really nice build on the 3 issues. And if this is where we're at in the 3rd issue, I cannot imagine like what the rest of the series has in store. Like, seriously, if she kidnaps someone and starts smashing their legs, I'm going to be like, yeah, call that one. And so it's out now in comic shops. I recommend it. I think it's a pretty cool series. And, you know, you should go get it from your comic shop. There's a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage. You do support us that way. And some of them are to comic shops, so you go support some comic shops around the country as well. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with this review copy, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into comics, if you're into AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.